What's up, wide world? That's man, woman, and child. Welcome to the Rant Room, where we ponder 365. Today's topic is going to be giving help and accepting help. Some people in the world, they have a problem with receiving help. I'm one of them. Because the big question that I ask is if this help is being administered sincerely, humbly, respectfully. If the person really wants to help me. See, I've been in situations in my life that when it comes down to help, it's been thrown in my face. So I've grown to be self-reliant. This has happened from my own family. But I also came to the understanding that I was conditioned. Take this from a young man that when he was in junior high, whenever he did get a little bit of money from cutting grass or cleaning grandma's house or doing something within the neighborhood to accumulate a few dollars. I used to have to pay my own school fees. I used to have to scrounge up money to pay for that pair of tennis shoes that I wanted back in junior high. So I learned that nothing comes easy. So I'm self-reliant. But then as time went on, you might receive a little bit of help from somebody. And then if you get into a disagreement or a spat, they throw it in your face. That's when I learned not to accept too much help, but always willing to give help. But I've also came to an understanding as well that some people don't help themselves. You can help people and they proceed not to help themselves. For example, if somebody is moving, and then when you come to the date of the move, it's a screwed up move. Nothing's packed. You're just grabbing as you go. But then they have the gumption or the audacity to be directing traffic, telling you what to do. It's kind of like being invited to a paint party. I don't know if you guys ever heard of a paint party, but I've been to a paint party. Not fun. It's when people gather. Somebody might decide that they're going to paint a room in their house. So what they do is they have a paint party. And this paint party consists of them buying pizza, beer, or whatever. And everybody's got a paintbrush or a roller. And they're going through a person's house and they're painting the house. But then people want to get all nitpicky, like they're paying you. They're paying you to help them, but they're really not. Only thing they're doing is giving you a couple slices of pizza because it's about like 10 of you there, and they order like 2 medium-sized pizzas and get a 12-pack of beer. That ain't going too damn far. But they have the audacity to be nitpicky. That's a situation right there that you just don't help. Unless you're pretty close with the person, you guys got an understanding and stuff, and they're appreciative to the help that you're giving them. But helper, be mindful. You gotta excuse me, I'm puffing my cigar here. I'm just doing some thinking, so I'm spreading these chemicals out to you guys. But you gotta excuse the cigar if you're against cigar smoking. But it helps me think, as I said before, it slows me down. But the acceptance of help as well. And as I said, I have a problem with accepting help. Because as I told you a little bit about my upbringing, I never know if anybody really ever wants to help me. So I go ahead and I do it myself. Now, there are some situations and stuff, like if my old lady asks me, you know, like, hey, you need some help? Of course, I'm going to accept it from her because we help one another. But when it comes down to other folks, I don't know if they truly want to help or not. So I learned that you know who you can accept the help from and who to kind of be a little bit kind of like, I'll call you if I need you. And then the acceptance of help as well is people think it's a given. They don't know what your schedule is. They haven't even talked to you. They haven't even talked to you about needing assistance. They just think it's a given. Well, that's a no-no with me. You got to keep me in the loop. You got to know when you need me, and I can see if I'm available. Or if I'm not absolutely available for the whole day, I can give you a little bit of time. Willingly. No strings attached. No attitude or nothing. So, yes, that's kind of another thing as well. That people think help is a given when they haven't even notified you about anything. They just assume that you're going to be there. And those are the same people sometimes that aren't willing to help people. I have seen people accept help from other people or expect help from other people and won't help a near soul. Shame on them for that. But having the mentality of self-absorbedness that people are just supposed to go out of their way to help them. That ain't right. I think that's something that needs to be thought of in their mind and figure out where they went wrong. Anybody that watches my videos, I greatly appreciate it. This is a form of therapy for me. That's why I call it the rant room. It might sound like some complaints. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all. Complaining don't get you anywhere. This is just me thinking. And I think about a lot of stuff. My mind is all over the darn place. Because I'm always at constant thought. Trying to do good, trying to do right, but also be done good and right by others. So I appreciate anybody that takes the time to listen to any of my content. I really do. This is a very big deal to me. I don't expect to get rich off this. I don't even expect to get paid. I just expect to have a voice. And I appreciate anybody that has taken the time to hear me rant. Until next time, be safe, be responsible, be sincere, and be humble. This is the Rant Room, where we ponder 365.